Hey, it's another day with May, and today we are making a healthy caramel slice. For your ingredients, you will need a healthy shortbread crust. So here I'm using my pie crust that I did a few weeks ago. If you want the recipe for that, it's down in the description below. A half a cup of almond butter or your nut butter of choice. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. A tablespoon and a half of melted butter, or you can use coconut oil. A third of a cup of grade A maple syrup. 9 ounces of healthy chocolate. So here I'm using a stevia sweetened chocolate. You can also use dark chocolate or really any healthy chocolate you want. And a tablespoon of avocado oil. You can also use coconut oil as well if you don't have avocado oil. All right, let's get cooking. Okay, so what you want to do first is take your melted butter and go ahead and put it in your pot. Followed by the almond butter, good, fix that, and just give that a bit of a stir. Oop, got almond butter on my sleeve. All right. Now you'll want to add in your maple syrup. This will give it that caramel kind of consistency. Now it's starting to really thicken up. That's what you want. You can even add a little salt in here if you want to make it kind of a salted caramel, but it's totally up to you. Perfect. So if you can see that, it has a kind of a caramel consistency. Now I'm going to add in my vanilla extract. Heat. All right, now we're going to transfer it over to the base. All right, so I have my caramel. Now time to pour it onto your base. Make sure you get all the bits at the bottom as well. All right, last little bit. You don't want to waste a drop of this. All right, now make sure you evenly distribute it. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm just going to smack it on the counter just to get rid of any little air bubbles. Perfect, so the air bubbles are kind of rising to the top. All right, now I'm going to put that into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, just until it cools, or you can put it in the freezer as well if you want it to go a little bit faster. Just make sure it doesn't freeze completely. All right, let's go do that right now. All right, so I'm done with the caramel layer. So as you can see, it's hardened nicely and it has that nice caramel look to it. So we're just gonna pour on the chocolate just directly on top of that, and it will harden a little bit, and then we're gonna stick it into the fridge. So let's make the chocolate. All right, first you need to grab your chocolate, add it into your bowl. add in just a little bit, not all, just a little bit of the oil. Gonna mix that around. Now I'm just gonna put this in the microwave, but if you wanna do it the proper way, you can do it on the stove. But the microwave's easier, so be right back. All right, so I melted my chocolate and I didn't show it on camera, but I also added in that extra oil just after I was done melting it all down. So I just stirred it all through so it would just have that little extra bit of oil in it. All right, now that it's all melted, I'm going to just add it straight into the tin. Now I'm gonna do something that might be a little weird to some people, but I promise you tastes amazing. I'm gonna add a little bit of flaky salt on top. Now this is totally optional, you don't need this, but it is really good. Just adding that little bit of salt just to help break through that sweetness. I mean, these aren't too sweet, but trust me, it's good. It really enhances the flavor. All right, now I'm going to stick that in the refrigerator again and just let that all set and cool. Now don't put this in the freezer, because if you put it in the freezer, it will crack the chocolate, so when you cut them, it won't turn out as nice. So make sure you put it in the refrigerator. Be patient, they are delicious. All right, and done. So here we have the beautiful caramel slices. So all it takes is just to chop these up into little cubes, and then you're really good to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and until next time, see you later.